Hello, are you ready to play a few of the daily New York Times games? My name is Mara, and this is Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. Today, I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games, Wordle, Strands, and Connections for Monday, January 5th, 2026. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't already done your New York Times games yet today, I always recommend that you pause the video and do that first, and then you can come back and compare and see how we did. Of course, if you prefer, you can always follow along with me as I work on the games. I just ask that you leave a kind comment down below as to what you thought and how you did. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words so that I can select my starting word for today. All right, I'm going to close this, exit out of full screen, shuffle the words up, make it full screen again, and here we go. Frame. I'm going to pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then we will get to working on Wordle. Okay, I have my phone screen pulled up, and I'm opening up the New York Times Games app. I'm going to scroll down to Wordle, guess your way to the correct word for Monday, January 5th. Go ahead, add another day to your 497-day streak. Okay, frame. All right. Okay, well, I got an F in the right spot. Wow, no E, no A. So we have F, our leftover vowels, we've got U, I, O, Y. We still have a lot. Let's see, we've got some. All right, so the F, R diagram, our consonant blends are gone, but the F, L, flip, flint, fling. Let me try flint because that's got a few other common letters and a different vowel. Okay, so the L and the I in the wrong spot. Are we talking like F-I-L? Can't be filmy. Fill something. Fill. Okay, what about F-U-L-I? No, unless it's not a real word. F-O-L-I. Folic. Okay, so there's folic. Write this down. Folic. Folio. There's folio. Folic. Folio. Folit is folid. Folis. Folis. Don't think so. Okay, so I'm folic or folic is not a bad option. What F-I-L words are there? Like double L-Y, so Philly. Phil, well, we can't say fills because they're not going to do that, but Phil, and filth is out because there's no T. Philly. All right. Well, I think I might actually try folic and see if that's a possibility. Okay, all right. So it is not folic, and the L goes there, so I guess, and there's no O, so it can't be folio. Let's try Philly. I didn't have any. Okay, so Philly, I think that might be it. All right, it is. Okay, dang, I wish I had done that third instead of fourth, but I got it in 4, which is my average. Wow, I have my current streak and max streak are 498. And let's see what the bot says. The bot probably got it in 3 or less. No, I don't think so, but probably got it in 3. All right, let's see. I got interesting. Interesting. Okay, a 96 out of 99. This says the average is 4.6, and I got it in 4. Okay, let's move on. After the word frame, there were still 45 words. After the word flint, there was still 4 more words. Philly, folic, folio, oh, and filch. Oh, you know what? It's funny. I didn't think about that, but if I had, I might have thought that filch was like the castle keeper in Harry Potter. Oh, anyway. Okay, so there were still 4 more words. So I did folic, and after that, there was only 1 word left. It says, excellent choice. Folic or folic is exactly what I would have picked in this situation, and you've narrowed it down to 1 possible solution. All right, and there we go. I want to see how the bot did. Okay, the bot also got it in 4. Slate, what? Dilly. Interesting. Slate, dilly. And then they did a bunch because there would be Willie, Hilly. Really? Is RILL word? LR, or maybe they just needed it, and Philly to narrow it down for the starting letters, since there are a lot of, I guess, illy words. There's silly, but that is out because the S was gone. So tilly dilly. Okay, whatever. Anyway. Okay, how did you do on that? I am going to move on to strands, find hidden words, and uncover the day's theme. Go ahead, add another day to your 76-day streak for January 5th. Okay, slapped together. Well, I see sky, but sky what? Can't have a 3-letter word. Deep. Deep. What is this Q? Q-U-I, no, Q-U-I, quick? Slapped together, like you did it quickly? No. Okay, stain here. Stain, slapped together. Why would that be? Oh, I see dirty. Well, maybe that's part of the spanagram. I also see filthy. Okay, filthy, stained with a plural. Maybe so. Something and dirty. Stir and dirty. Oh, maybe quick and dirty. All right, that is the spanagram. Okay, grubby. Okay, filthy, stained, grubby. Speedy. Okay, so we're talking fast and dirty, right? Quick and dirty, fast. Okay, so swift and brisk. Okay, so above the spanogram, we had the quick, then we had the dirty. Okay. I got 2 words, the spanogram, and the remaining 4 words. Well, that was fun. All right, let's move it along to connections. Group words that share a common thread, looking for 4 groups of 4. Go ahead, add another day to your 22-day streak for January 5th, 2026. All right. Our 16 connections words are brutal, impression, very, real, like, manner, poll, post, 5, versus, extreme, end, opposite, comment, lurk, and volt. Brutal, impression, very, real, like, manner, poll, post, 5 versus extreme. Okay, extreme and brutal. Extreme, brutal, opposite. Opposite, extreme. Pole, like polar, pole, like you're at one end of the pole. End, pole end, extreme, opposite. Maybe. Let me do a screenshot because I have no idea. Okay. Let me click on the edits. I've got blue up. Let's just leave it. Well, there's like, comment, lurk. For, on social media, you can like, you can comment. Well, in a live stream, you can lurk. I usually like to say silently observe. Okay. Like, comment, lurk, post. Brutal, impression, very, real, manner, 5. Yeah, I think I like that. Like, comment, lurk, post. Okay, let's change to green. Brutal, impression, very, real, manner, volt versus 5. Well, brutal, I don't know. Let me exit out of this screen, or delete the screenshot and try these 2, pole, extreme, and opposite. Okay, and that's green, the furthest point. Then it's probably yellow, but like, post, comment, lurk. Ooh, I like the way it's laid out there. Okay, let me try it. Yellow. All right, so green, yellow, we have blue and purple left. Okay, so I'm on the right track. 5 versus impression, very, real, manner, brutal, and volt. I don't know. Versus, we have 3 V words. Versus very volt. 5 has a V in it. 5 is V. V. 5 and V. Volts. Very, I don't know. Okay. In Roman numerals, 5 is represented by the V. V. Versus like so-and-so versus so-and-so is like with a V, or you could say VS, but you know, like you v me or them v us. Okay. Versus, and volts are represented by V. Is very represented by V. Impression, manner, brutal, real. The only thing I could think is very, very represented by V. Like, well, like very satisfied. Like if you're filling out a survey, maybe you're filling out a survey and it's like you're very happy or extremely happy, but extreme, of course, is up there. Ooh, very and extreme could have also been very, could have gone with that green. I have 4 guesses. Why not? I'm going to try it. Oh my gosh. Okay, what V might mean. I need to add that to my purple possibility for categories. Like I need a piece of paper here. Okay, so I've got, you know, there's, oh, and I've got purple Post-it. Okay, so purple could be like fill in the blank. Like missing a letter, or contains a word within a word, add a letter. So add a letter, minus a letter, word within word. You know, like, I don't know. When they put like sir something and they're looking like, anyway, words within a word, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. And then what something could mean, what blank might mean. Okay. So the purple possibilities, there's at least 5 different things that they do in purple. And I think I'm going to start keeping a list of those. Anyway, let's move on. By default, we get blue, real, manner, brutal, impression. Isms, realism, mannerism, brutalism, impressionism. Maybe. Let's try it. Okay, art movements with isms. Okay, art movements. Okay. Well, I got it and just barely figured out what blue was too. Let's see how the bot says I did. Okay. All right. It says extremely tricky compared with recent connections. 5 out of 5 difficulty. Holy moly. A 43% solve rate. 57% of the people did not solve this. This is a streak buster of a thing here. Okay. So only 11% of the players made no mistakes, 1 mistake, or 2 mistakes. 10% made 3 mistakes, and many did not solve this one. I would say, yeah, this is tricky. How did I do it without making a mistake? I think trying to map things out and then knowing like what purple categories, you know, like what they do in purple was the only way I was able to figure that out. Wow. All right. So I got a 95 out of 99. Okay. So things you can do on social media, 61% of the people who solved yellow first. And that does make sense. 18% got green first, 11% got purple first, and then 10% got blue. So that's, I mean, they're not extremely low, but I guess it was just hard because a lot of them could be mixed. So pole versus extreme and opposite as a contrast. Yeah, I could see that. Impression, like, post, comment. Yeah, they didn't think lurk went in there, but because I do live streams and people always use that word, like I'm just lurking or whatever. So I'm familiar with that in terms of social media and YouTube. All right, brutal, very real, extreme. So mistakes were kind of all over the place. Yellow and green, blue and green, blue, green, purple, yellow, blue. I mean, green, purple. Yeah, the mistakes were all over the place. All right, so it says a creative move that few other players made. This put you in a good position to win. Wow. Because I took out some of those red herring words, right? Pole, extreme, opposite, because brutal, extreme. Yeah. Okay. Like, post, comment, lurk. So yellow, if you didn't get yellow first, you got it second. Okay. Then it says, wow, this is a solid pick. You secured your victory. Very, 5 versus and volt. Very, impression, real, and manner. I don't know how that happened, but okay. And more people did get blue third if they were in the same situation as me. It says, congrats, you ended with art movements. Oh, sorry, I felt like a little sneeze coming on. Okay, did you figure out the category title before revealing? Just barely. Wow. So anyway, how did you do? That's crazy. That was tough. That was definitely tough today. I've completed 494 games. My current streak is 23. My max streak is 251. Okay, let me remove that and I'm going to just get this out of the way over here. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And also, I want to say I really appreciate it when you do leave comments below. I try to respond to comments. It does take me a little while sometimes, but I do appreciate your comments and feedback. And so please feel free to leave me a comment after this as to what you thought. Okay. And in any other games that you would like to see me play, be specific. Tell me you want me to try, some of the other non-NYT games out there. I'm happy to do it. Okay. So please check out that video that YouTube is suggesting to you. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and please turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified of whenever I'm putting out a video. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. Take care, be kind, and I'll see you again tomorrow with some more of the daily New York Times games. Bye-bye.